Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you tonight for another album review. I think this is gonna come out around midnight, this video or whatever. So, this is the new album review for Fire from the Gods is a new album, which is for Soul Revolution, that I just got done listening to for all 12 songs that I listened to for this highly anticipated album I've been waiting for since I believe July is when they announced this album or something like that. But pretty much I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for all 12 songs on the new Fire from the Gods album, Soul Revolution, and let you know my thoughts on this new album of theirs, their third studio album. So let's dive into this album review. Now it starts with the title track Soul Revolution, and off the bat it's a pretty strong track for what it's going for. Sorry, I was grabbing my notebook for a second just to move it to my side where I can read the tracks off to you guys. So basically, Soul Revolution has some rap rock to it, and it's really interesting. AJ Channer sounds really good vocally in this song when the chorus comes in, and he does rapping and screaming with his raps, and it sounds really good. It connects well with the flow of the song, in my personal opinion. So, really enjoying this track, and definitely go check out my track review for it if you haven't seen it. I think I did one back in July, if I remember correctly. So 5 out of 5 for Soul Revolution. SOS was the official first single for this album. And I do gotta go to bed after this review, so please forgive my yawning for that brief moment. Hopefully I don't yawn too much in this video, because I drank some milk not that long ago, so yeah. I'm probably gonna be yawning a bit. So, SOS was a great song. I really enjoyed this track. I did a track review for it back in June this year, and I really like AJ Channer's vocals in this when the chorus comes in. The chorus sounds really breathtakingly good, where it's just like, oh my god, he sounds really good vocally in this track. So, yeah, this was a really amazing song, so 5 out of 5. I. Um, this track was pretty good. I wasn't disappointed with how the flow of the song was going and how it was playing out, so not a disappointing track. 5 out of 5 for I. So I thought it meant something, the abbreviation with the I, the N, and the I. I wasn't sure what it was meaning at first, but he just sings I in the uh, song or whatever. That's pretty much what it's abbreviating, I guess. So yeah, 5 out of 5 for this track. Thousand Lifetimes was a great song. Really like AJ Channer's vocals in this track. The drum work is great. The guitar work is great. And just the overall execution of the track. Sorry that my nose is stuffy. Some I'm still getting over a little bit of the cold. And excuse my yawning for a second. There was like this bad strain of a cold going around, and it was really bad, and I'm still recovering from it. So it's taking a little bit of time. I know I got through the worst of it already, so the worst of it's over. It's just a healing process now. So basically, Thousand Lifetimes, like I was saying, to get back on track with this review. Great track. Really enjoyed AJ Channer's vocals in this song, so 5 out of 5. Definitely go check out my track review if you haven't seen it. I think you'll enjoy it. Double-Edged Sword. Great song. Really like how it's sounding overall, and the flow to the track is pretty amazing, so 5 out of 5. Love is Dangerous is going to be one of the songs that's coming out at 11 a.m. for a music video for this track by Fire from the Gods. It's coming out on the 28th, so tomorrow morning. So basically, I really like this song. It's really nice with AJ Chandler's vocals. The drum work is great. The melody is so haunting and very emotional too. So it's kind of an emotional track, but it sounds really good. So 5 out of 5. World So Cold was a great track. Really liked this song when it first came out, and I still like it to this day. So 5 out of 5. I did a track review for it if you want to go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. I did a couple track reviews for pretty much all the singles. I think they only dropped 4 of the singles for this album. SOS, Soul Revolution, Thousand Lifetimes, and World So Cold. And now they're gonna drop another music video for Love Is Dangerous tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'll definitely check it out when I can. I gotta work at that time tomorrow. So basically, to get back on track, Be Free was a solid track. I'm not sure if I'm connecting with it too much because of the verses sounding a little weak. The opening verse sounds pretty weak, but the rest of the track does pretty solid. So 4.5 out of 5 for this one. I don't know if I'm feeling for it, but I guess I'll have to listen through it throughout time and see if it's a grower. One of those kinds of songs that's gonna grow on you, kind of thing. So, yeah, 4.5 out of 5 for Be Free. The Message is a solid track too. Not really hating this track for what it's going for. So 4.5 out of 5. It is a little cringy from time to time with how he's rapping, and the melody is kind of a little off key a bit, but for what it is, I think the chorus is probably the best part of it, but it's just the verses can get a little weak with how it's sounding. So comes off a little pretentious for the verses. So that's just my opinion at least. So 4.5 out of 5. 8 Billion Rats was a great track. I really enjoyed this song. So 5 out of 5 for this one. Not disappointed with this one. Really enjoyed the heaviness that Fire from the Gods brought in this track, and they really went at it with this song. So yeah, 5 out of 5. Rapture, Fool Them with the DEM or whatever. I'm not sure. But basically, the chorus is great. The verses are underwhelming, depending on the area in the song. It's mostly the verses, but it does alright, so 4.5 out of 5. The chorus is the strong part of the track, in my personal opinion, but I'm just not connecting with the verses too much because of how it sounds and all that, sonically and production wise. So that's just me, I guess. So 4.5 out of 5. Collapse was a great track, great closing track to this album. It is the last song on the album, and I personally love this song to close this album. So 5 out of 5. AJ Chandler sounds really good vocally in this track, and scream wise he does very good. So not really disappointed with how it's sounding. So 5 out of 5. Overall production, mixing, and execution wise, I think Fire from the Gods' new album Soul Revolution was a pretty good listen. I definitely recommend checking it out, and highly recommend checking it out for yourself to see what you think of this album. And overall, for me, I think Fire from the Gods Soul Revolution album is a pretty good listen. Definitely going to be having this album on repeat for a bit, because it's that good of a listen. So first score for me, I'm giving Fire from the Gods' Soul Revolution album an 8.5 out of 10. This was a pretty good album. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what they do next for their next album cycle. But the next album cycle won't be till another 3 years from now. So I think they do it in a 3-year period or whatever. So that's understandable. They have to have time to work on the tracks, and they're mostly on tour for their albums and all that. So basically, definitely go see them live if you haven't seen them. I do want to go see them live because they're that good of a band. So basically, yeah. Fire from the Gods, Soul Revolution is a banger. It's a pretty good album, so 8.5 out of 10 for me. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Fire from the Gods album, Soul Revolution, if you've heard their new album already. And if you have listened to this album and enjoyed this album review I did for you guys tonight for Fire from the Gods, Soul Revolution, comment below and let me know what you guys thought of this album review if you enjoyed it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you for another review tomorrow for Palais Royale. Guess I just had a little bit of time to do this review for Fire from the Gods Soul Revolution album review because it was a shorter album. Palais Royale's album's like 53.5 minutes if I remember correctly, so it's a little lengthier, but I'll get it done tomorrow night, so definitely expect a review tomorrow night for that album. And then I think I'll be doing a deluxe edition review for Demon Hunter Exile tomorrow night. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the October 28th releases. There's another track review I gotta check out for Rihanna Lift Me Up, but I'll get to it in due time. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great uh, rest of your Thursday night going into Friday, October 28th. I did the best I could to make this review as good as possible. I might have slipped up in some points in the review. If I did, I terribly apologize. I'm just a little bit tired because I gotta go to bed in a moment. But stay safe. Take care, guys, and as always, I will see you in my next review.